Well, friends, Pyoro has spoken, Nintendo has spoken, and in some ways, February may be ruined. Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Hope you're all doing well out there. Look, it may look bad on the surface, but I think beneath, actually, this is what we all want. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new, let me bring you up to speed. Pyoro is the best leaker Nintendo Switch fans have ever had. The dude just eats directs for breakfast. He knows exactly what they have in them, and he knows exactly what they don't. Well, Pyoro has finally spoken after a long period of silence. Nintendo dropped knowledge, and we know what's going to happen this week, so it sort of sucks. But there's always a silver lining, at least in my book. Let's kick it off with Pyoro the bird. The one with the word. Pyoro was asked if he knows this week is going to be a partner showcase, and he said, "I'm not aware of any imminent first-party announcements at the moment." Dun, dun, dun. We knew a direct was coming this week based on everyone else's leaks and hypotheses, but we didn't know what kind, even though it surely seemed like a partner direct, and Pyoro is keying us in that, yeah, it's going to be a partner direct. Pyoro the bird, who knew everything about the directs, especially first-party wise, including things like Mario Wonder that were never announced before, he says that he's not aware of any imminent first-party announcements, meaning either A, there is no general direct or mini, or B, Pyoro has been got. And I don't think Pyoro has been got because he's still tweeting. The fact that he's here tells us that the Nintendo Ninjas have not gotten him. Now, maybe you could dream up a scenario where they got his sources, but not him. I find that to be very unlikely. I think it's a partner showcase. And that means it will either be announced tomorrow for Thursday or just show up on Thursday and be filled with third-party adventures, indie titles, shadow drops, Microsoft games, but nothing first-party from Nintendo. And that was all but confirmed by Nintendo themselves saying, hey, guess what we've got for you? A big overview trailer explaining exactly what Splatoon 3 side order DLC is. And guess what? It looks freaking sweet. So we'll get to all of that in a second. It's actually surprising, and Nintendo going very well, it's kind of going like 5 years ago, but for Nintendo, it's going very new territory, which I think is super cool. But them announcing all the details of side order here, they also dropped a new Mario vs. DK like stop motion type trailer. I mean, all these things would be perfect for a general direct and would absolutely fit in a general direct if said general direct was going to happen in 24 to 48 hours. It almost assuredly seems like that is not going to happen because Pyoro says it's not, and now Nintendo, without directly stating those words, it's not going to happen, has told us that by dropping the side order trailer. You can't imagine a world where they just put all of this stuff randomly on Twitter, but they also have a full direct. And the silver lining here is that it seems like all of this is going to lead to a March reveal for Nintendo Switch 2. That's what everyone has been talking towards. That's what all the leakers have been indicating. It's like, hey, if they do a partner showcase, that all but guarantees it's a Switch 2 reveal next month because they've got stuff they're holding on to, and they're holding on to it for a reason. Not because they're mad at fans, not because they're deciding to just jump ship and not follow the traditional February General Direct, but because big games like Metroid Prime 4 and probably a new Donkey Kong, a new 3D Mario, and more are awaiting a Switch 2 unveiling before they can be properly shown off. Now, I saw a really good post that said, Metroid Prime 4 will not be shown during the Switch 1 era. Think about that, and I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about how Metroid Prime 4 was one of the first big games announced after Switch released. Then the game was rebooted and started development over Switch Studios, and we haven't seen anything since. Not even a new teaser page, not even a new logo, nothing. And if this all comes to fruition, the partner showcase on Thursday, and then they do the Switch 2 reveal in March, it means Metroid Prime 4 will not have been shown during the Switch 1 era, which is absolutely insane. But at this point in time, it's just apples and oranges. I feel it's like, okay, so spilled milk. Yes, we didn't get Metroid Prime 4, but hey, it's coming out on Switch 2 and Switch 1. It's just being shown in the Switch 2 era. I mean, that's how things go when you restart development after years of working on a title. That's how things go when Nintendo has to apologize. But Partner Showcase isn't all bad news. I did a full video kind of diving into each Partner Showcase in the past, and while they did start out incredibly lame, They ended up growing to be quite lengthy and full of exciting announcements. We even got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity in a partner direct, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and the coveted Monster Hunter Rise, possibly the coolest third-party exclusive announcement ever in Nintendo Switch history. I think that this partner showcase will actually be very cool. So on the surface, it looks like Nintendo ruined February by deconfirming a Nintendo Direct, a general Direct. This Direct mini partner showcase actually could be their best yet, especially if it's filled with interesting surprise drops, a Hi-Fi Rush and or Sea of Thieves and or Pentiment announcement from Microsoft, and who knows what else from third parties as they look to cash in on a huge install base and one more hurrah for Nintendo Switch 1. Heck, we could even see some Switch 2 games that aren't labeled as Switch 2 games because, as we've heard, they'll probably be backwards compatible. They'll definitely have some cross-gen titles. They could absolutely have third parties announce Switch 2 games without actually announcing Switch 2 games. Now, the biggest ones will probably be saved for Nintendo's presentation and their big graphic of all the companies on board, but there could be some smaller titles or some that are more niche that do get revealed here at the partner showcase that aren't Call of Duty or Madden. So I'm really excited for this, whatever it is. It's going to be a partner showcase, but I'm very excited for this week's Direct. I think you should be too. I think it's actually going to be better than anticipated. And even if not, Splatoon 3 side order looks absolutely sick. A bunch of people got hands-on at the time and they say it's difficult, fresh. Of course it's fresh, but also just like a nice twist for Nintendo. Because side order is all about a tower of power that is basically a sweet roguelite mode. It's Nintendo's take on a genre that boomed years ago, but hey, now it's done in Splatoon 3 style as you climb this tower, upgrade your color palette, and try to complete as many objectives as possible before reaching the tippy top. Now you start off with just one life, and as you pick your different objectives for the floors, you complete them, you'll unlock new color chips, which allow you to modify your loadout. You'll start each run with a color palette that picks your primary weapon, your secondary weapon, but then you can keep adding over 60 different color chips that will increase things like, hey, your reload speed, your firing speed, all these different weapon damage, stats, bonuses, and more, and you can build out this loadout that hopefully takes you to the top. The cool part is at the end of the run, when you lose all your lives, you do lose all of your color chips, but they're converted into pearls, in which case you can use those pearls to buy permanent enhancements like more lives and extra damage, things of that sort, and who knows what else. There's supposedly surprises that happen along the way, entire stages covered in fog, bosses, and it's a very challenging grind to the top. Nintendo themselves say they intend for you to play this over and over until you reach the top floor, and then who knows what happens from there. Maybe you'll prestige, maybe there's some big final reveal, maybe it unlocks another tower, but this DLC actually looks super sick. It is single player only, and instead of being another level-based campaign, it is a roguelike tower mode filled with this color palette idea that seems all awesome and all great. I love the fact that you can pop in like 60 different color chips and it looks like they will repeat, so you can have like weapon damage, weapon damage, weapon damage, or like reload speed, reload speed, reload speed, to the point that you're like absolutely reloading your sniper almost instantaneously. And who knows what other perks you can pick up along the way. Starting with one life seems menacing, but it shows that Nintendo intends for you to play this over and over, and I think this is one of their coolest mode announcements I've ever seen, especially in this Switch generation, and it's going to have Splatoon 3 go out with a bang. If you look ahead, we've got Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, a super exciting remake. We've got Luigi's Mansion 2, maybe a less exciting remake, but still a nifty game, and Princess Peach Showtime. So even without a general direct this week, we still have 4 big first-party things to look forward to. 5 if you're going to count Mario vs. Donkey Kong later this week, and then Nintendo can always pepper in more via Twitter, via the Switch 2 reveal, or however they'd like. Or maybe they do go a little bit light with the first half, but light for Nintendo looks like almost a game a month, except maybe May, and that's still pretty darn great. Xbox and PlayStation definitely don't deliver exclusives per month, but starting off the year with another Code Recollection, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Princess Peach Showtime, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, I think that's a pretty nifty start, especially coupled with whatever else gets unveiled at the partner showcase later this week. I know some of you will be bummed about no general direct, but hey, I think we are in good hands, and for me, this partner showcase means Switch 2 reveal is imminent, and honestly, I want that more than a general. Seeing the future of where Nintendo goes, the next console, and bigger, better, bolder games, and probably, finally, maybe, just maybe, Metroid Prime 4, like we've all been waiting for, This year is actually shaping up incredibly cool, and it's happening incredibly fast. So I'll be back definitely covering the Direct, of course, and whatever else is announced. We'll see what Nintendo says tomorrow. Never know. They definitely do like to surprise, but after Pyoro speaks and Nintendo drops the Splatoon 3 side order overview, Partner Showcase is definitely what's in the cards. Let me know your take in the comments down below, because a Switch 2 reveal in March is probably also in the cards, and that is freaking insane. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, SwitchForce out.